Wait, wait. Welcome to the Delusional Podcast. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I just got some news from my fellow friend Wes. He just told me about an album dropping. So that's why I'm extremely high. But I'm also high for another reason. Now, before we even get into that, shout out to my co-hosts here, bro. Shout out to all my co-hosts here because I want to give them some love, some praise. They finally all showed up on time, guys. Let's clap it up real quick. Let's clap it up. Thank the Lord, bro. You know what I mean? Thank the Lord, bro. But yeah, let's introduce them. You know, these are my co-hosts. Shout out this ugly ass nigga Dom. You got any words to say? And then we got this ugly ass nigga Jay.
I'm only gonna be so many uglies, gang.
And then we got this ugly ass nigga Wes. I might refrain from ugly though because you know he, like I said, he gave me some good news about an album dropping. Yeah. I'm gonna give him some props, some props, some
Nah,
props.
good, good morning, good afternoon, depending on what coast you're on. Yeah.
Nah,
let's
now how we feeling this morning before we even start? How's everybody feeling?
Y'all can go ahead.
Nigga, did you
feel
see what
great.
happened last night? Like, what you mean? How I'm feeling this morning, nigga? Did you watch the game?
I feel great.
Shit, we
Too,
gotta
you know.
ask.
We got
Some niggas
down
getting
on
with
the
bad
block,
luck.
down on the block, past 20K streams on Spotify, man. So I'm grateful. And yeah, like we spanked a nigga last night, man. A few niggas. Pause. We spanked some niggas last night, man. So
Nigga play.
we'll get into that.
What about you, Dom? How was your? Because you know we know you had some moments. You was hyped last night, right? How was your day so
Oh
far?
yeah, so my lady told me, she was like, "Well, we're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna meet up with a few people. We're gonna go up there, kick it, chill environment, watch the game." I was in the space with y'all. So I actually did not see the 15-0 run, right? I caught it whenever OKC was coming back, so I started watching the game. I think when we were down like 6, maybe. So when I tapped in, I'm like, okay, the game kept going on. I'm saying everybody knocked down shots, bro, and we ended up winning the game, bro. I don't know how far I need to go off the ledge with this, but no, I feel good this morning, man. I feel real good.
Nah, I know. You know what? I feel amazing as well, bro. Like I said, just heard V's drop, and also Thunder beat some ass. As we all know, the Thunder won 123-108 last night. Shout out to the boys. You know, in a game where we started off down 0-15. And I can't lie, that stretch was bleak. You can ask these niggas. I always doom at the start of games. You already know this. Whew, looked awful because we couldn't score. We're turning the ball over, no spacing. Spurs were getting the easiest buckets in the world, and Devin Vassell was looking like Kevin Durant. But then the bench unit came in. Alex Caruso came in, completely changed the game. Stepped onto the court, made a huge difference on both ends of the court. I think he scored our first bucket, or was it Isaiah Hartenstein? One of those two. And then after that, bro, we basically carried it home. We carried it home. Now, a couple things that we need to talk about. For starters, let's start off with SGA, Shai. Because coming into this series, a lot of people question whether he'd be able to play against this juggernaut Spurs defense, a defense with Victor Wembanyama. And obviously, the first game didn't look so nice. His efficiency hasn't been the greatest, but his playmaking and basically everything else in his game has looked fucking phenomenal. He's been breaking the defense down in ways that we've never seen before. Literally black Steve Nash. He's averaging 27 points and 11 assists this series, only 2 turnovers. How y'all feel about his performance so far this entire playoffs, really, or just this series?
I mean, I think all of us have sat up here and said, for the most part, like when Shai is getting double teamed, I think he always gets in trouble whenever he doesn't attack it before they come with the double. He's not being as decisive. And we saw that game 1 where he wasn't being as decisive. It was like he was accepting a double. and I feel like it was putting them in compromised positions to where it wasn't giving the Thunder advantageous situations to be able to score off of the overhelp. You know what I mean? And these past 2 games, in my personal opinion, I feel like he's attacked these doubles quicker. He's spread the ball out. He's allowed his guys to be able to spread the ball out as well, make swing passes, and get
Why is
where
he here? Bro,
early.
early, I'm about to take you. I'm
No,
about to
no,
take
no.
you
Yo. Chill the fuck out. It was a
No,
fucking accident. I'm starting the pod 12:30. I hit the wrong link. Calm the fuck down, bro. Like, damn, my apologies, yo. Fuck. I literally am starting another pod.
Hey,
God
early,
damn, sorry.
you lucky I'm a good human being, fam.
I almost kicked you off the stage, nigga.
I didn't want to take your chicken.
What happened?
But no, yeah, SGA, I feel like these past 2 games he's been being way more decisive and trusting his teammates more, obviously, and I think it's leading to great shots, wide open looks, and I've always stood on this. Shout out Goods. Me and him had a conversation back whenever I had first met him through, spaces and stuff. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, you can't continuously just give NBA players wide open shots. And that's what the Spurs are conceding, and it's whipping their ass. I do look for them to make adjustments on that next game. I think they'll probably guard Shai 1-on-1 a little bit more heavily.
What about you, Jay?
Well, if y'all know me outside of the pod, and like I wasn't able to get my thoughts on game one, but y'all know I was pretty hard on SGA because I felt like he wasn't, being his best self. And like Dom said, he wasn't being decisive. And like I said, to be, go in this series, like, bro, you're going to have to be either hitting crazy shots over the top or you're going to have to be, a better playmaker and decide what you want to do. So damn near once you cross half court with this Spurs team and be like one of the better playmakers of this series. So even though he didn't score his best game one, and that to me that's his most elite attribute because that's what that's what we live. I ain't gonna say live and die on, but that's what got us through the season and got us up to this point to be such a great team is his efficient scoring. So although like yeah, you can harp on his efficiency and like him not scoring the best and looking the best scoring wise, he's been a very, very, and I cannot overstate this, very elite playmaker in this series. Far dicing up the defense, being decisive, making the correct reads, pretty much making it easy on everybody to score. And that's been resulting in like some of the best offense that we seen in I think only the Knicks are ahead of us in offensive rating for the playoff postseason and one of the best half court offenses that shoot just we as a fan base haven't seen in like a long time. Like this was a concern coming into this playoff run because we know we can hang our hat on the defensive end, but surprisingly, our offense has been like extremely great. So him just being able to do that and get other guys involved and get the best shots and drawing all that attention, giving us the best shot quality and guys being able to hit shots based on that has been amazing this series. So that's what I wanted to bring up.
Nah, what about you, Wes? How you think Shai's been playing so far?
Yeah, I think he only had one tough game, and that was game one. I think he was extraordinary game two, and I think he was a savant yesterday. Like, obviously, people are going to complain about the 6 for 17, but watching the game, he was playing so well, you didn't even recognize. At least me, I didn't realize he was 6 for 17. That's how well he was playing. That's how in control he was. And I think that's where you gotta like when people try to differentiate between box score, stat sheets, and watching the game. That's what watching the game will actually do for you. Watching the game will actually let you get the pulse of what's going on, and not just rely on he's missed X amount of shots and he's shooting 30 some odd percent from the field. Like, nah, he played an excellent game yesterday. So I'm proud of him. I'm grateful for him. He's the best player in the world. And I was hesitant with that. I was heavy on the Jokic train for a long time, up until this year. And I think Shai has gone out and he decided to show and prove. He decided to continue to get better. year in and year out. He decided to continue to sharpen his tool, and that's such a special thing, man. Because people think it's toughest to come from a guy who's the eighth man on the bench to potentially being like your fourth starter, something like that. The toughest thing to do in this league, bruh, is when you're already elite to take it up even another notch.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so little room for your game to grow. And for him to continue to do that year in and year out is special, bro. Like he's on a top 15 trajectory. And we got 6 more to go, man. 6 more wins for this destiny, man. And we're gonna keep stacking them. But I'm very grateful. I'm very proud of the guys and Shea specifically, since that's the question you asked.
It's so funny to me how like the narrative coming into this series, or basically for these last 2 years, is Shea can't pass. You know, like he's not Luka, he's not Jokic. People have just been saying he can't pass, and then like to see him dice these double teams up, it's just bogus. And you know, it's so funny to me because before the playoffs, but before this series started, you heard everybody saying, "Man, if the San Antonio Spurs run the exact same scheme that the Lakers ran, the random doubling scheme, they're going to be way more successful because guess what? They have Victor Wembanyama and way better defensive players, right?" And one thing that I kept on stressing to a lot of fans, I even said this on the stream when we were basically reviewing the game. I kept telling people that scheme is not going to work because Wemby is going to have to cover too much ground. And that's literally what's happening right now. Back-to-back games. See, delusional Westbrook fan 5754 literally said, bro, game 2 offensive rating against Wemby, 123. Game 3 basically 125, right? Second half, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We've scored back-to-back 120 point games basically against a defense that has been mowing teams over, right? A defense that basically takes away the best part of Shai's game. And I'm just saying it's pretty impressive that a guy that can't pass is picking apart this defense like he's been able to. So I want to give Shai a huge shout out. He deserves all the love in the world. And I just need people to stop BSing and realize that we're watching greatness. This is one of the best players we've ever seen, man. And I hope y'all realize that. But huge part of the reason why he played so well was also, you know, certain players playing right next to him, making that scheme, you know, not work. One of those guys was Jared McCain, bro. And hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to somebody, Al JR, bro, because he be BS, and I'm not gonna lie to you. We all know him. He's in the Thunder community. He been a huge fan of Jared McCain. I feel like I underrated him coming into the season on this Thunder team. I knew he was gonna bring something, but I didn't know he was gonna be Steph Curry.
Nigga, shout out Daryl Morey. That's what you need to shout out.
Shout out Daryl Morey, man. Hey,
That boy, that brother
life,
gave his job up so we could eventually, you know, become NBA champion. Shout out Daryl Morey, nigga.
Yo, join the front office, man. Join the front office. But how y'all feel about his play so far? Because last night he just had 24 points. And, you know, yeah, he didn't shoot well from 3, 2 of 10, but he made the ones that counted. He continued to find ways to score despite his shot not falling. He's been impactful in multiple areas of the game in this series. He bitched Wemby. Like, there's nothing I can say. How y'all feel about him?
For me, bro, y'all know my saying, bro. Y'all know my saying. I do not care what you shoot. The objective is to win the game. I don't care that he shot 2 for 10. I don't care. I didn't care the game before that when he shot 4 of 14. I literally do not care. The objective of the game is to win. And when I'm watching Jared McCain, bro, it's like him and Alex Caruso. You know, obviously there's other players who are bringing it as well, but him and Alex Caruso to me are like, they're sticking out like sore thumbs, bro. They're sticking out like sore thumbs. They're coming out with this level of intensity, this level of intent to come out here and be great, help us get to what we need to get to. And bro. Just shout out Jared McCain, man. He going at Wemby. He's not afraid to shoot the ball. He's letting it fly. Like it's just it's amazing to see because I'm with you, Go Bills. I ain't gonna lie to you. When he came to the team, I'm like, okay, I think maybe he'll be a 10, 12, 15-minute type of guy. Like he'll be able to come in, he'll be a specialist for us, shoot shots here and there. Defense to me was never like over the top great, but I was like maybe he can, learn our schemes, get in here, get in there. And for him to turn himself into somebody who's like literally a main focal point, excuse me, a main focal point that is helping us drive these W's and being extremely consistent in what he's bringing to the game, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, he's Steph Curry. We don't gotta lie no more, bro. He's literally Curry, man. We don't gotta lie no more, bro. What about you, Jay? How you feeling about his play so far?
Man, when he got here, and I think around that February time, and me, I'm a huge guy on confidence, and one of the things that you see out there on the court when he's playing is his confidence, and that was one of the things that we have confidence, but last playoff runs we had like a lot of guys that wasn't comfortable with taking certain shots. Jared McCain, no matter where he's at on the court, no matter how many times he probably missed, because like y'all said, he shot 2 for 10 from three. He didn't shoot it particularly well last game. But the fact that that brother can come in the game and have this extreme confidence over the team, and no matter if he's missing shots, no matter if people are trying to hunt him on defense, which I told people told me he wasn't going to be playable because people was going to hunt him on defense, and he to me he's been a neutral, if not like his defense hasn't been killing us. But the confidence that he brings on this roster and the spacing and just like the extra ball handling that we need, because surprisingly that was also another thing people was telling me, like, oh yeah, he's not that great of a ball handler, and him just being able to not lose confidence in his dribble when they cut off one of his angles, like that has been a redeeming quality on this team since day one. And I'm so happy that we finally got a shooter who's not afraid to shoot and can make big shots in like tight game moments. Like, no, hey, no diss to anybody, but
Oh my gosh,
somebody that's not afraid to take shots in big moments is all like is such a meaningful person on your playoff team. Like you guys just don't know. Like every great all-time player, like every great all-time team, I meant to say, has had a player that could come off the bench or just a player even in the starting lineup that just bleeds confidence and can come in and hit big shot after big shot when you need them. And that's what Jared McCain has been. I'm so proud. And just man, I've been saying we got to play Jared McCain more in the playoffs. But like I said, people was telling me, "Oh, they're gonna attack him on the defensive end. He too small. I don't think he's the ball handler that y'all need." And he's literally been proving everybody wrong against the supposed best defense in the NBA. So shout out to
dog,
Jared.
he getting buckets on like good defenders too, bro. Like
Man,
I'm
bro.
just speechless. That Wemby drive, bro.
Bro, him,
Man,
Then
Caruso,
that punk
and
ass nigga
Dub.
gonna act like he got hit in his face. He's so
I
stupid.
know.
He's such a hoe, man. But he the face. He best in the world. One game, 40 and 20 made him best in the world. What happened the next two games though? You know, you know what I mean? Yo? Hey, that's the thumbnail right there, man. That's the thumbnail. Hey, man.
Shit.
Oh my gosh, bro. Real shit, bro. Where he at, nigga? Where he at, bro? Elite
Nigga
representation.
somewhere
You can't stop
Just
Jeremy
chilling in
King
the
on the
paint,
paint points.
that perimeter, bro. He green. You put
getting
him
his
out
face
the perimeter.
fried off. Every time he's sitting there in the perimeter.
Nah, bro. Seriously, dude. Jared McCain, he doing all. I was gonna ask you, Wes, how you feel about him, bro?
I mean, I'm overjoyed, bro. And it's funny because one of my mans is a Philly fan. And when we made the trade, he was like, bro, I can't believe it. And I was like, this is gonna help our team so much. And I remember getting a little bit of pushback from OKC fans, feeling like, I don't really see where he fits in the rotation. He can't defend, blah, blah, blah. And I will go out on Front Street. I didn't think he would be this effective in terms of like he plays so much faster than I remember him playing in Philly. But obviously, he only had half a season. He really only has half a season to tape, and it's not like I was watching this nigga every game. He plays so fast, and that's one of the things that you will help you like overcome lacking size, overcome lacking some athleticism, overcome, but one of the things that's really good for Jared, which I don't think enough people speak to, he's strong as fuck. That nigga's strong. And you can see it like in terms of how quickly he plays, how fast like he processes the game. And I just love basketball players who don't waste motions. There is no wasted motion when he's on the court. Every time he's doing something, he's not wasting any motions. He catches, he knows what he wants to do. And if it's not there, if that look isn't there, he's quick, gets the ball to somebody else, and he doesn't waste out possessions. He doesn't over dribble. He's not floating and lollygagging. Everything is intentional. Everything is with purpose. And yeah, man, I'm thoroughly impressed, bro. Like, and it's crazy because he couldn't hit a shot. Like I remember like last night, I was like, damn, bro, he missing a lot of shots, but he was still so effective. And if you see from two, he almost didn't miss a shot from two. It was all the three, right? He only missed 3 shots from
He was
two.
cooking Luke Kornet.
Yeah. And that midi, like I always say, bro, you can't overstate how important a mid-range game is. No matter how many times people try to kill it, no matter how bad of a shot it is, etc. Players who can get to the mid-range shot and be effective making that shot, it does so much for you. And we see it every playoffs. Every playoffs, teams who have players who can actually get to that spot of the court and capitalize, they excel. And I'm just so grateful, man. The rebounding, the intensity,
I know.
the fervor. Like I say he's one of the players who got us back into the game. Him and AC and Jay Will. Him, AC, and Jay Will, man, they did such a good job coming off the bench and really changing the tide, turning the tide, man. And I want to salute him.
I know we gonna obviously I'm pretty sure Jay Will's next. Shout out Jay Will, man. I'm happy that he balled out. Wes, Go Bells, anybody. I just want to ask y'all why, if y'all do know, why is a mid range shot deemed a bad shot? I still can't comprehend that.
Because niggas back in the day, like Charles Oakley used to take them, and that shit was a brick.
That's
like it's just an inefficient shot. Like most people struggle with making that shot. I'm saying in today's game, it's about what it's worth and the percentage that it's converted at. So it's still worth 2 points, like a layup, like anything in the paint. But layups and paint area shots, the paint shots are much more effective. Like they're converted at such a higher rate than a mid-range shot. It's like, yo, if you're going to be in this area, free throw line extended, you might as well step back to the three because the conversion rate of the three versus how many points you get out of it ends up being worth more in the long haul. You could shoot a worse percentage. You shoot 37% from three, but if you put up enough threes, if I put up the same amount of threes as I do 2-pointers, and I'm making 40% of my mid-range shots, or even say 42, let's say 42, but I'm making 37% of my threes, over time, the threes are going to be way more effective. But go ahead, Go Bells.
Shout out Boston, man. Shout out Boston.
Nah, okay, yeah, they're because Boston, bro, they're a team that's like, I feel like, and this is when it comes to everything, too much of one thing is not good. The Boston, the way they play basketball, that's the reason why they've had some of the biggest collapses we've ever seen for the last 3 years. But in terms of mid-range shot, this is where I think people don't understand the analytics aspect of it, right? People keep saying it's just a bad shot because of the percentage stuff. No, it favors guys who can actually make the shot. Like if you are a good mid-range shooter, like Jared Mccain is, right? Jared McCain can get his mid-range up in multiple ways, and he's a good mid-range shooter. It makes sense for him to take it. But if I'm seeing a guy like Lou Dort take, let's say he, like back then, he'd be taking half his shots from mid-range. That's awful. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, that just makes no sense. And that was what was happening back then with the mid-range game. You had these guys who were not good mid-range shooters stepping in, taking long twos when they could have taken different shots. That's just how I see it. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. That's right.
I just think obviously there are certain players that you don't want taking those shots. I'm sorry, I'm about to take a shot at your man's Roberson. I don't ever in my life want to see him take a one dribble pull up two ever.
You're right.
But there's other players who I'm like, bro, I'm comfortable with you if you pump fake, take two dribbles in and pull up. There's a decent amount of players that I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's just out of this world for them not to take it, to lean so heavily just on threes and twos. But regardless, we can go ahead.
Nah, it's no, because that's an interesting conversation when it comes to that in particular. You look at a guy like, let's say Jay Will takes most of his shots from three, but if he was to pump fake and take a, like he did tonight, he took one, he pump faked, then he took a one dribble pull up and then a two. I'm not mad at that. Isaiah Joe, I'm not mad at that, right? These are good shooters who they have good form, good footwork. I know that if they take those shots, I'm not going to be mad. Hell, even Lou Dort, I'm not mad if Lou Dort takes that sometimes, right? Because I'm like, it's simply just makes sense.
I've been telling you. We starting the game off with that thing. Come here. Hey.
So that step back?
Yeah, come on now. That thing draws, man.
Nah, real shit though. Like it's not an awful shot. It's just like at the rate that the old heads was taking it back then, bro, that was 50% of their shots. It's like they weren't even taking paint points at that point. And then you had these bums shooting 39%. Just their offenses were just way worse. Now, Celtic shit, I hate the way that the Celtics play. I already told y'all that. I'm like, that's why I don't believe them. That's why I never believed in them. And it showed. This is why they blew a 3-1 lead, because when you go cold, bro, how else are you going to score? They had no other way to score. And Derek White became a lemon when his three ball wasn't working, right? You need to be able to score on all three levels. But like, I think there's a balance. That's all I'm saying. But Jay Will, we were going to talk about him. He's another guy who changed this game, bro. Hey, we got the Blasian duo on the bench. Shout out Nuke Dennis, man. Because this man came in, he had 14 points in the first half. 14 points, hit some big shots. Huge reason why we came back. Took a big charge on Wemby to give him his third foul entering the second half. Like, just phenomenal basketball from him, man. And, you know, he shows up so much against these elite big men. It's not even funny. Like, what he did to Jokic throughout this entire season and even last playoffs. What he's doing right now and how he's played well against the Spurs. It's phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. But how y'all feel about Jay Will? How we feeling about him?
What do you want to go?
I mean, yeah, like, oh yeah, absolutely. Because that's one of the people I was calling for to play, man. I said it after game one. I even said it after game two. He's got to get more minutes, and I'm so glad Mark trusted him, and you know, kind of got put into a position where he really didn't have a choice, I guess. But also salute to Jay Will for getting out there and doing what he's done all season, capitalizing. He got shots, he knocked them down, and he didn't hesitate. That's something that Go Bell spoke to yesterday. I don't know if y'all caught the halftime space for the chat, but Go Bell said it like, it's a great thing that we're facing such a good defense because now the guys can't hesitate. They have to play fast. They have to move. They have to be decisive. And the decisiveness actually gets you to play with more confidence. When you're indecisive, a lot of times it's really you're just lacking confidence in that moment. So you start to have these moments. Even Casey last night, he had one play that I hated. It was wide open for a tray ball. And indecisive, puts it on the floor, goes from a wide open shot to a contested Lou Dort three. A wide open Casey three, and like the wingish corner area to contested late shot clock at that Lou Dort three. And there's things like that that just can't happen. So salute to Jay Will for everything he did offensively, but also salute to the physicality. Salute to the defense. Salute to taking charges. I think he really should have had two. He should have drawn two offensive fouls, but they didn't call one on that pass that Vassell made. But he just played such a very sound game, and he minimal mistakes, and that's the thing, bro. Playing within yourself, knowing how to contribute to a winning cause, and doing what's asked of you, and he did that, man. So salute. We need his size, and we need him to replicate that performance in Game 4. Like it doesn't stop at Game 3. Yeah, we split. Okay, we got home court back, but it doesn't stop here, man. We got to go Game 4, and put our foot on their necks, man. Like
Y'all think De'Aaron plays game 4 with the
Yeah, he
ankle
playing.
yeah,
injury?
don't really have a choice now.
Yeah, he taking. I don't know what drugs he taking, but he taking drugs. That's for sure, man.
Shout out to Wes because I was in the what is it? What's stats and facts, I think.
Stacks and facts, yeah.
Facts and stats.
Facts and stats. I was in the facts and stats space, and I was just sitting back, just listening because I didn't feel like talking at that moment. But he was saying, bro, like I always hear this, and for me, I think it really depends on the situation and where you are at in a specific series. Some people draw the line at Western Conference Finals. I personally draw the line in the finals. Like what Tyrese Halliburton did as far as playing, I completely understand that. Unfortunately, it turned out bad. He tore his Achilles. Obviously, none of us want to see anybody get hurt. He started out the game on a heater. Nobody wants to see a player get hurt, but I think that's acceptable to a certain extent, depending on what the injury is, risk what you're doing. And West, from what I picked up, what he's saying, he's like, bro, there's a gift and a curse with this dude playing, because if he comes out here and he re-injures it, instead of y'all giving him a little bit more time off, now you kind of in more of a messed up situation. And I think that's what happened to the Spurs, bro. I could see that Dylan Harper was not okay through the screen.
Yeah, he was. I think he only drove the ball from what I saw, like maybe twice, and then like on those times that he drove the ball, like he grimaced real bad, like that wasn't comfortable. So he was more of a jump shooter last night, and then like down the stretches of the game where he usually plays, like he wasn't even in the game. They settled more for like Keldon Johnson minutes, I think, going down that stretch, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yo,
that
real quick,
brother, he finessed the Sixth Man of the Year award, bro. he need to return that trophy back because he finessed the Sixth Man of the Year award, bro. That is awful that they let that brickhead nigga steal that Sixth Man of the Year award, bro. And he out there doing flat out nothing, bro. Him and them Carter Bryant minutes that they be putting together, yeah, Mitch. Can't see him no more. Carter Bryant, another one. He out there flopping like a fish on every shape pump fake, getting them to the line 12 times. You gotta go, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that. Ooh wee,
man. You
I
know
want
he's
to say
with
one
us.
last thing about Fox too. And it's super simple. Him being back, obviously everybody's like, oh, it limits the turnovers, which I guess whatever. I don't know what the numbers were, but it probably did. But my biggest concern was that it was going to take Stephon Castle out of his game, doing second side playmaking, second side actions, and I feel like that's exactly what it did, man. I know everybody says, oh, Stephon Castle's not a point guard because of the turnovers, but I do think that's the best that he operates is with having the ball. And unfortunately, over time, he's going to have to learn how to play better, make better, and not turn the ball over more. Because I personally, at this given point in his career, I don't like him off the ball as much, personally.
Dude, honestly,
dynamic to their team last night.
Cause what did he go 1 for 8 last night?
1 for 8, gang.
Yikes!
Only shot he made was that 3 he made in the first quarter, and he scored the points.
No, I remember
just off the
Gobi
line.
earlier in the pregame, like the pregame, when we was going into the series, talking about he gonna shoot 50% from 3, like he's Steph Curry, and we told him that was fake, nigga.
Not over here.
Nigga, he's not a shooter, bro.
Not over here,
y'all
but
know what I'm saying, bro. Y'all know why I said that, dog.
Nah, that nigga's a running back.
Jimmy
He's
Butler.
not a shooter.
Bell's just be trying to reverse engineer Jinx.
The PJ.
That's
Yeah,
all
he
it
be
is.
trying to trying to rerun the PJ Washington
Last
gimmick.
night, like chat, last night, I lied to you not. 3 minutes into the game, he texted chat, GG's. He just be trying to reverse engineer the He just be trying to jinx the other team, man. He can't fool me, man.
Nah, bro, I can't lie. When the way that the game started, boy, I was shaking. My knees were quaking, man.
No,
I
it was a bad start, but like once we had got it down and like our bench came in and like really started chopping that lead down, I'm like, let me see how we finish this quarter. We finished that quarter by 5, and they pretty much gave us their best punch that they gave us like all series. I said, all right, I'm cool. I'm cool. But yeah,
nah,
that
bro. Like
bench is oof.
they're yeah, that boy, first off, yeah, Keldon Johnson, bro, he's with us. He's with us, man. I'm so serious. Him, Carter Bryant, he can try on defense, but he's a rookie, and this is where I made a short about this. I just want to speak on this real quick. Then we can get back to what Jay Will brought and like what he can continue to do. But something that I was completely wrong about was playoff experience. Now, y'all know me. This is something that I said even back in 2024. I was like, man, playoff experience is not that important. It's not something that you really need. It's not something that you desperately need. I think a lot of people were overrating that aspect of all this. And I still think they do. Like when you go into a series versus the Lakers and I just hear playoff experience is the only reason why they can win something, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. That being said, I was wrong. Playoff experience is incredibly important, and I think it's showing up in these playoffs in particular with not only like our team but the Spurs team as well. Because now their offense, they don't know what to do in certain moments, right? They don't know how to face or play against certain defenses. And I get it. We're one of the best defenses in NBA history, but how they function, it's not perfect. They don't know what to go to at the end of games or during certain times. Whereas us, we know how to basically play against any defensive coverage. Like it's perfect execution, perfect spacing, and we just need literally a game to adjust. And we
Gobi,
already
they
got
can't
you
get the
figured out.
ball to a nigga that's 8 feet tall, bro. On a
Damn you,
consistent
bro.
basis. You
I,
got a nigga that's 8 feet tall and you can't get the ball to him.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't even think that it boils down to like experience to that degree personally. I think it's more so that currently Victor Wembanyama is obviously 22 years old,
Mhm.
and his game offensively is not where it needs to be for them to say, here goes the ball, go get us a bucket. We
Facts.
have one of those, and whether it's a bucket or you're just our best player and you're making all the decisions for the team so that we're in advantageous situations. Victor Wembanyama is just not at that level right now. I know everybody loves him. Defense, incredible, but offensively, his game is just not there. I know people get fooled by the counting stats, but it's just not there yet, bro. And it boils down to now De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle or Dylan Harper are having to be the people who are making these tough decisions on where the ball needs to go and how the game is dictated when really it should be your best player.
That's
No,
why
I
I
think
feel like
experience matters, but like
Mhm.
the thing that comes with experience, like for that Lakers series, for example, experience is only going to get you so far, but you have a huge margin in talent that like can't be replicated. Like you're going up against a very talented basketball team. Now, when both teams are very talented, as you can see, they both good defensive teams, both relatively like good offensive teams. I'm being nice with the Spurs saying relatively good offensive team. But with that being said, that 15-0 run yesterday, they thought like, oh yeah, after that 15-0 run, we took a timeout or whatnot. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be smooth sailing from here. Not knowing us last year going through what we went through, dropping those game ones, seeing the defensive coverages that we seen. Cause like remember in game 2, they threw a zone at us. And remember last year, that zone was cooking us all last year because we couldn't hit a shot. They threw that zone at us game 2. We went on a 6-0 run and ripped that zone apart as soon as they did it. And the Spurs haven't thrown that coverage at us not one time. Shea being able to be decisive and make the correct passes and use his gravity to get guys open shots and they converting on open shots is experience from what we went through last year. So when you have two talented teams that meet up in these situations, whether it be the second round conference finals or even the NBA finals, experience to me plays a part because you got guys that know what to do in certain situations, and you got guys that don't know what to do in certain situations. A lot
Yeah.
of these guys on the Spurs team are relatively young and haven't been in a situation where, are we down one of our best players, or we down one of our ball handlers? How do I take care of the ball? Like, how do I, you know, get what I need to in the half court but still remain effective? Like, how do I guard against a player that's great at drawing fouls and getting away with certain contact at points in the game, but not getting called for the foul? Like, how do you defend without fouling? Like, a lot of the times, like, you see us, everybody been complaining about it, like the holding and the grabbing and the, so apparently we can't dive for loose balls no more, according to De'Aaron Fox, because that's just a dangerous play. But seeing those guys being able not to get caught in those moments where it's like somebody going up for a shot and they're fouling on the shot, i.e. Stephon Castle playing defense like a defensive end or a free safety. Those are things that you learn over time and go through and learn in the playoffs that you can apply in games like this. Right now, they just haven't, they don't got that experience, but they're going to be better next year because they experienced this
Mhm.
now. But that experience that we got from last year makes us a way better team this year and harder to defend than it would have been last year.
That's exactly why I
Spurs gotta
always say
deepen that
this.
bench too.
You said what?
The Spurs, you can go ahead, but the Spurs got to deepen that bench too. I feel
Yeah.
like us, we can have people get hurt and we can rotate people out, and with them,
Yeah.
it's way harder for them to do because people getting hurt for you means Jordan McLaughlin minutes.
Harrison Barnes out of there. Harrison Barnes out of there.
Yeah, bro. Like
If Harrison
that's
Barnes playing for you in the playoff series, you're done. Just say that, man. But in all seriousness, though, I 100. This is why I always say this, bro. 2015 ring will be the Thunder's most important championship if we go ahead and we run off like 4. Like, it's gonna be our most important one because now, like, we know how to play in these situations. We know how to defend. We know how to score. We know how to we know we can't get away with. We know we can't get away with. Like, we studied the rule. We studied it, and now we're putting it to test. And this what comes with the territory, you know. So I agree. I 100% agree, and I always admit I'm wrong about that, bro. I was always wrong about that, and I think even
wait.
if, like, let's say,
What position did you hold when it came to experience? You thought it
so
mattered more, or
He said it
like
mattered less.
it
I
mattered?
said it mattered.
Oh, okay.
I said it mattered. Well, like, going into the Mavericks series, I was, although like the Mavs, I knew they gave us trouble and stuff like that. I just hated when people constantly said they're gonna lose. They don't have experience. They're gonna lose. They don't have experience. They're not like that good. Blah blah blah. Like, anybody can, even against the Pelicans, bro. I heard that, right? They were like, Ingram has more playoff experience than Shai. You know, he can blah blah blah. And I was just like, what are we doing here,
How
right?
that Ingram playoff experience looking now after you've seen him
Yeah.
on the Raptors?
Trash.
I say
Like,
lost to Dallas simply because we were just smaller than them. If we
I
being
think
completely
it's partly
we were
that.
smaller than them, and then PJ Washington, shout out to him. He was acting crazy, and we had players who were easier to scheme out, i.e. Josh Giddey. Shout out to him out there in
For sure.
Chicago. He was super easy to scheme out. Just let him shoot. And then I saw him on the podcast admitting, like, yeah, my confidence started going down, and yeah, brother, I could see it.
Mhm.
So
Bro, when somebody leaving you wide open, bro, I can't lie. Like, that is a, like, when they tell you he's with us, that's that's going. There was one time. There's one time that happened to me before. Actually, I put up to a gym, dude. My shot was.
motherfucker did this to you. Oh,
Listen, they didn't even
Self-check.
wave me.
oh,
Self-check.
they
They
back
were
to
like,
you.
"Don't worry, guys, he's with us." And don't get me wrong, I made like 2 of the open threes that I had, but dog, I was low key quaking when I was taking them shots. I was like, "Damn,
They
bro."
called you a self-check? Ooh, wee.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I can't be this weak. So it really that really got you
Obviously,
questioning.
he was. They kept leaving you open.
Nah, bro, that really
But
got you questioning yourself, bro. And it's just like, I see what happened, but I do think experience mattered in that series in particular. I do think it came down to, like, during certain points of the game, we didn't know how to operate. We didn't know how to defend certain coverages, things like that, and it messed us up. It messed us up. I think Mark has learned. Which, Mark, I want to give him a huge shout out. He's a huge reason why we've improved so much. And also, I want to say this: experience is also going to be important for AJ. Which, let's be honest, guys, he has not played well this series, and even today, he played awful. But I will always say, I think he does need this series. I
Wait,
think
who?
he needs this series.
He talking about
AJ,
AJ.
Oh, AJ. Okay, yeah.
yeah, AJ been awful, bro. Tonight he had 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He barely played in the third quarter. He sold my parlay. You know, those things happen. And really, seriously, he did. He pissed me. I don't know why they even played him in the third if they were not going to play him for the rest of the game. But
What Shannon Sharp say?
literally,
That's why you losing people money. That's why they calling you the N word.
look at those aspects. Hello.
I think you going in and out, brother.
Yeah, you froze, fam.
Damn,
Y'all
he
see
got
me?
cooked.
Yeah, hey, go Bells, go ahead and leave and come back. We can discuss this comment if y'all want to while he leaves and comes back.
What's the comment say?
It's from my boy Buddy.
Say, I think expecting the Spurs to build OKC level depth is a lot easier said than done. I think that Fox contract gonna burn them early. Yeah, because essentially what they brought him over to do and be that guy that's like, he's supposed to settle down the young guards and make when times get tough, he's supposed to be the half court scorer that they need. When I know people was complaining a lot about Wemby necessarily not getting the ball in certain moments. De'Aaron Fox doesn't do that. And when he's not doing that, bro, I can't justify you paying a nigga $60 million to be on a roster and he not doing what you essentially brought him over to do. Like, so what's your sentiment on that?
I mean, I think there's both sides of the coin. I think there's normally always teams who are looking for point guards for the most part. I know a lot of people think De'Aaron Fox is like overly weak, but I do think that he provides a certain amount of value. It just may not be as strong with this specific team, especially when you got Harper, you got Castle, being the two main guards that you probably would want to go forward with, obviously. But at the end of the day, like when you have somebody who is at least relatively valuable in this league, I think that you could get off of him and broaden the horizon on what you could do with this roster. You could flip that around for more depth. Who knows? You never know. You never know, bro. Desmond Bane's out here going for what 5 first-round picks, or 4 first-round picks. Mikal Bridges went for some. Jaren Jackson went for some. So like, you could get off of that contract and bring in more depth. So I do see a world where they could get their bench deeper. So yeah, I don't think they're in a messed up situation, but I just think Fox's role on this roster it's like it's needed, but it's not needed at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it.
But from day one, I've been on. I think it was a mistake. I think they could have waited, and they didn't give up a lot of assets for him. But it's the fact that making that trade made it harder for them to commit to certain other things. Like the thing that held up them getting Durant was not wanting to part ways with Sohan or Shohan. Like that's a really, really bad position to be in as a franchise. If that's just a bad position to be in as a franchise. Yo, we made this move, and due to the capital that we moved and the assets that we moved in this deal, even though it was minimal assets, like the only things that were valuable at all in that trade that San Antonio sent were 2 first-round picks. One of those first-round picks wasn't even that valuable, but I guess I can give any first-round pick value because the 30th player picked in the draft could end up being a good role player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the only assets they had given up in that deal were the picks. And the thing that held up them trading for Durant ended up being Sohan. And I just don't believe in overpaying guys, excuse me. And I'm with Buddy, man. I do think that contract eventually will come back to bite them. It's going to hurt team building because they're going to have to extend Wemby. This is year 3, so they're going to have to extend Wemby next year.
This
And
summer.
Does anybody know?
this summer, okay. So they're going to extend Wemby this summer. He'll be on a rookie max. Actually, he could get more than a rookie max, right? Because
Yeah,
he is
Yeah.
All
Since you want a
NBA deep.
depoy, yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be on a on a max, a regular max. And then you have to look at other things like Castle. He's going to come up after next year, and they're going to have to pay him. Or then they start having to get to a place where you start making decisions. Obviously, Harper's going to be a part of their future. So they're going to have to commit to the two young guys. And I do think moving off Fox will be the right decision. I just don't know if it'll be as easy as Dom is making it out to be. It's not that it'll be impossible, but Mikal and Desmond were on cheaper contracts and were seen as role players to get those teams over the hump. But again, they were on such good contracts that it made it easier to move. Even Desmond with his 40 is way different than Fox touching 55. So
Nah,
I think
I gotta walk some of that back because I just checked.
Oh, okay.
I just checked on because I'm thinking that they lined this up a little bit better than what I personally thought.
nah.
But yeah, his extension 2026 49, 2027 pretty much 54, 2028 58,
Then
and
I think it
Damn,
max out
bro.
at 60.
2 million. Like I thought they lined it up
Yeah.
a little bit better than this.
Nah, it's backloaded. It wasn't a front loaded contract.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is kind
send them to Houston, bro. They need a point guard. Send them to Houston,
I was
bro.
just thinking about
Houston don't
Houston.
want that nigga, bro.
All right,
Houston had a chance to trade for him. They ain't do
I
it.
thought they lined that up a little bit better. So my apologies. That contract might be.
They moved him to
Even
Atlanta.
then,
The Kings might take him
You-
back. You never know.
Nah.
the Desmond Bain thing too. I think people forget that. Like they got a lot of picks not because of Desmond Bain. They got those picks because it absorbed KCP's contract. Like KCP was a bad contract at the time. He was making what $30 million, like 25 to be a lemon basically. Like so that made sense. But like this time they'd have to give up picks probably to get off him. And honestly, like he's important to that team. I'm so sick and tired of people talking about he's a scrub and they just start Stephon Castle at the point guard, blah, blah, blah. Now we're seeing like what he provides. Their offense looked better today than it did, like, in my opinion, the last two games up until like the point where he got hurt. Like when he
No,
was
it
on the
did.
court, yeah, like it looked better. It
No,
looked way better.
my thing
So,
with it though is though, like we're saying though, it's like, okay, if I'm gonna be paying you 49, 52, 58, 62 million dollars, and the best player on my team that you're supposed to be getting the ball, because that's what we've been struggling with our point guards, besides like Chris Paul, for like the last 3 seasons is him getting the ball, and then on top of that, us needing some type of scoring, like late down, like a half court scorer, late down in these games. And like, yeah, when you own, but a lot of times you're not giving me that, bro. I can't justify paying you $55 million. Like, I just can't.
oh no,
So
for sure.
that's my thing with it.
They're gonna have to. So I'm looking at it right now. They're gonna have to make a decision because I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to keep him. Julian Champagnie has a team option in 2026, and then obviously Victor Wembanyama has a team option in 2026. But then they have Harrison Barnes, who I'm pretty sure this is his.
Yeah, I think he
believe
gone.
he
Like
gone.
Harrison Barnes not gonna be there.
19 million, so that drops a little bit of money off the books. And then Vassell is sold up for what, 3 more years. I mean,
Y'all think Keldon Johnson stay?
Keldon Johnson,
Yeah.
he don't have a team option. He just 2026, 2025 and 2026, he's making the same amount, 17.5 million.
He's getting
Is he
traded.
extended after this year though, or like?
He's
No, I'm
getting
saying
traded.
this. Okay, so 2025 is 17.5 million, and 2026 is 17.5. But it doesn't say team option or anything. So I think he can.
So he's a free agent.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's
I
getting
believe-
traded. No, he getting
Yeah,
traded.
they're
bro.
gonna keep him.
Yes.
And that's one of the other things. Like, it's just man, Fox, cool player, bro. Not worth the price of admission. But,
I hate that. I hate him.
Nah,
player.
nah, it's
No, it's
real though.
not
And I
hating. It's
think
just
like
being like,
you're a better basketball mind outside of your fandom for Fox. I think you even acknowledge, 55 for Fox is an overpay. 60 for Fox is an overpay. I think you know that. Because you wouldn't, under no circumstances, even if we could use him, you would never be okay with us grabbing him for
Yeah,
55 million.
you're
Never.
right.
bro, you
Never.
got people complaining about us with J Dub, and he's better. Like he's better than De'Aaron Fox, and they already like just maxed his money. Like you see what I
Yeah.
mean?
Our
Like
three
I'm
Yeah.
best
not
players are
no.
better than that nigga, bro. But we ain't gonna kick his back in, bro. We got better
No.
things to do.
But no, I'm saying we got two players that's better than him on like on damn near the same amount of deals, and people telling us
3.
that
That's
we
a
in
fact.
fine. Yeah, like we got people telling us, yeah, three. But I'm just talking about the two
Get
young guys.
home.
But you got people telling us like, oh man, you guys are gonna be in financial hell when you got to pay all of these guys, and none of us. And we got more team friendly deals, and like to me, just better assets to get off of and move around,
Yeah,
or
nigga.
even you could just keep and be okay with.
Yeah, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Death Row when you come over here.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The
Don't
only
stress
thing
me,
we're gonna have to figure
bro.
out how to do is replace Dort, because I think he's going. Unless he wants to stay in OKC so much that he'll take a real team friendly deal, like something around what he has right now. Maybe a slight bump. Like right now, I think he's making what 16, 17.
Yeah, he made like 17 mil.
Exact, but I'm pretty sure that is around because I think he got what like a 5 year, $80-something million deal
Mm-hmm.
back in the.
To me, who I know for sure probably gone is Aaron Wiggins, and he on like a real team friendly deal.
Yeah, but that's not gonna hurt. So
No.
I was thinking
Please.
of
Oh
things
no,
that like if we lost this player, we would actually have to try to replace his production. We ain't got to try to replace Aaron Williams.
Yeah,
No.
well, he's at 17.7, and we have a team option on him, so we can make the decision on him, and then I believe iHeart also has a
He
yeah,
got a
yeah
team option.
team option as well at 28.5.
hey
So
man,
Mm.
shout out to the 19 people in the stream. By the way, y'all like up the stream. Thank you for hopping in.
Go Bells. Our brother Key has a question for you.
He has
Does
a
everybody
question.
answer this?
He
But
said he
directly
said,
to
"Yo,
you.
Gobi, do y'all think do y'all wait, what? Do you
Do
think
y'all
y'all can fish him in 5?" Ma, I got it. I said, "Do y'all think y'all can fish him in 5?" The answer is I think we can. And if we're being honest, we should be up 3-0 right now. 100%. Um if Wemby didn't hit like a bomb from Limitless, basically, green animation, be completely over. Like, let's just be real. Now, can they win next game? For sure. I'm not gonna count the Spurs out. I don't think their game plan is completely fugazi, but I do think they're gonna change some things up. Like Dom said, there's no way on earth they're gonna continue to double him, to double Shea and leave guys like Jared McCain open because that's just not smart. And honestly, it's quote unquote, I guess, been working for them in for certain scenarios because Jared McCain can't make open threes right now. But it's just
Yeah, but by
like
law
every
averages, he gonna have a game where he goes off if you leave him wide open.
hey,
Don't worry,
y'all remember the space? You
game
remember
at
the space?
worry. That next home game at the crib, he gonna have to fool.
Nah, we got to get on that nigga, bro, because there was a Spurs fan in the space, and I let him talk
Bro, that was the
respectfully.
dumbest thing
Um,
I ever heard in my life, bro.
he said that players will not shoot. You guys will not shoot like that again, like law of averages. And for
Oh,
me, I'm
this is
like
what he
one.
specifically said. He said guys like Jared McCain and Jay Will, by law of averages, will not have good shooting game. Mind you, Jared McCain didn't have a good shooting game, so I don't even know where he got that from. But he said by law of averages. So by you trying to tell me two 38 and like 40 something percent 3-point shooters, if they left wide open, by law of averages, are not gonna have good shooting games.
Shit,
That
me.
was the dumbest thing I heard. The other thing that was dumb from that space last night. What was Buddy name? What was it? Kenny or something said, "Oh yeah, I think they got to play guys like Bismack Biyombo and Kelly Olynyk." Nigga, when y'all was gone, bro, that space got disgusted because we was just running out of stuff to talk about. That nigga said in 2026, the Spurs might have to play Bismack Biyombo and Kelly Olynyk. And I told him, brother, if they play Bismack Biyombo and Kelly Olynyk, nigga, we're winning by 70.
Bro, Kelly
Literally, bro. I
Olynyk,
pray.
Kelly Olynyk don't even show up to play, nigga. He show up in ankle socks, not giving a damn. He
He
man,
gonna put he gonna pull the Michael Beasley. He ain't gonna have the right shorts on
chop
when he
cheese.
check in.
Man, especially Bismack Biyombo, they better not put him out there. It's over with for him.
I
Yeah, bro.
pray, bro. I pray to put him out there, bro. Bismack Biyombo, you know what? He brings energy, guys. Please, coach, you need something. Luke Cornett not working, bro.
Bro,
Go
that's
ahead,
what
bring
he
Bismack
did say.
Biyombo.
He bring energy, bro. That was I was like, oh
Yeah,
my god,
Bismack Biyombo can't even stand next to Shea, bro. Last time he
bro.
did that,
That
he passed out.
how tall is
Makes
Biz
him
McBeon? Like 6'7",
he's
6'8"?
6'9". He is 6'9" center.
That nigga is free eats at the rim, bro. You see,
Check
Luke
check
Cornett
this
is
out. Jared is shooting 27% from three this series. Law of averages say he's due. Yes, literally, bro. He's due. He's due to have like I don't think he's had a single good 3-point shooting game. Like not one.
nah.
I think game one he shot 1 of 3. Like the other one 3 of 9 and now 2 of 10. And he's still having impact. Bro, imagine if the open 3 start falling. It's over. It's
Because how
over,
many
bro.
threes did he take last night? I think he took over 10 threes. He shot 2 of 10
2 for
last night.
10.
Nigga, if he hit 5 of them, if he hit 5 of them, we win by 20. Well, win by
Nah,
30. I
nah.
forgot the score of last night's game.
Bro, real stuff though, like real legitimate stuff. And this is what I love about Jared McCain so much. When was the last time we had like a legitimate good shooting role player take 10 threes in a playoff game?
I don't know if he was
Like
good shooting. I don't know if he shot 10, but maybe what, Deion Waiters?
maybe
No, I
Dion.
think somebody in the space said they was being funny, but they said Lou Dort.
Nah, Ludor did. Ludor actually did. You laughing? It's true. He did.
Yeah, I
You don't
know he
remember
put
the
up
Nuggets
10.
game? Yeah, he
Yeah,
put
I
up
remember
10 for
that.
sure.
And sometimes, bro, I'm telling you, some of these games be a blur because I be so locked in when I'm watching the game, like, because I even had to, my phone was about to die, so I had to ask somebody, could they pull up the stats? Because what Wes said earlier, I agree with. He was like, I didn't even. It looked like Shea was playing so well, I didn't even realize that he was quote unquote shooting bad. So I'm like, I had asked him, I'm like, yo, what is Shea shooting? He was like, oh, he's shooting 5 or 13. I was like, for real? I was like, I'm
No, through
something like
that
that.
fourth quarter really like tanked it because like before then he was shooting like I think it was
6 of
like 6 of
14, 2 of 4
14.
from
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Like
Somebody
so he
But
was fine.
somebody said
y'all
that
saw
break.
the lefty lay, that lefty lay that he had where he like jumped, hang time, and then threw it up the bow. I was like, man, yo,
Nah, the best
can't
layup
keep
at the best layup of that night, that nigga Jared McCain went in Wimby chest, hooked it in.
saying,
Did gay that nigga, yeah,
hey.
you a little nigga on my mama.
Wait, so with the injuries that the Spurs obviously have, I think it's apparent that AJ is actually hurt because I'm pretty sure that's the reason why he didn't end up finishing outside of him playing relatively bad. Um, with our injuries, with their injuries, what do y'all see going forward with this series? Because at first I did have it in 6.
Go
I
ahead
think
and say you wanted in 5. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it. I know you want to say it.
I'm gonna stay with 6, but I really don't. I don't have any type of worry for the Spurs. Once I knew that Dylan Harper and Fox were relatively hurt, bro, I was just like, yeah, it's over. It's over for them. They
I
don't.
think I think AJ Mitchell might have, that quad might have stung again because I think he got subbed out on that turnover that he had because he was going up against Vassell and it was like a turnover, some real stupid turnover too that he had, and
Nah,
he
he got
sat
subbed
out.
out after he fought a nigga.
No,
Oh, the push in the
that
chest.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was it. But yeah,
that's when he
I
got
think he
subbed
was
out. Yeah.
banged up a little bit, but he really didn't have so much on the impact of that game, and like Jared McCain was just like rolling that you didn't necessarily really need to bring him back in the game, so to speak, because
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, and that's another thing I'm glad Mark been doing because back in the day, boy, Mark he see a lineup rolling. Hey, Lil Dort, come on, Casey Wallace. Come on, Alex Caruso. We finna throw out this Dort, Payson, and Caruso lineup. Like, yeah, that's what he used to do when the lineup was rolling. But I think now I think last game he was more so, all right, Jared McCain is on the heater. Like, yeah, he not shooting good from three, but he playing good on defense. He getting to the loose balls. Like, pretty much the boy hooping. So we gonna let him rock out. AJ, you got the flagrant foul. Like, you got the flagrant foul on him. Got a tech. Ain't been playing that well. You might be like, uh a little like a little soft tissue, like might not be feeling your best. You come sit down. We got this game in control because these niggas obviously can't score in the half court. So yeah, you could chill out for the rest of the game. But I think he plays next game. He, so I think he's gonna be fine. But I do think somebody like De'Aaron Fox and especially Dylan Harper not being healthy because he can't get down there and do his pad and his schmitty. I think that's
Only
very
move, by the way.
I think that's very bad. Cause
Nah, you
like,
did.
yeah, that's not the one.
Yeah, if
So
I'm a
if I'm
Spurs
being
fan, all hope is out the window. I can't lie.
I think Wemby gonna give us a good game next game though. Like I have no doubt in my mind. I think Wemby gonna give us a great game. But like I said, if the other guys is not produced, like Keldon Johnson ain't been good this series. Julius Champagnie like doing the small little things been fine, but I don't even think he been that great this series. Dylan Harper, hey, if De'Aaron Fox don't play, yeah, pencil him in for 12 turnovers. Who else? Carter
dog.
Bryant, nigga, you might not play next game because boy, you was flopping like a fish. Jordan, what's his name? Jordan McLaughlin. I thought that nigga was Javon Carter when I first seen him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
brother,
crazy.
you can't touch another minute in this series. So it's to me, it just like I think they throw out a different game plan. But if they shorten up that bench and guys just not, at their 100% best, I think he get bad. Shout out to Devin Vassell though. He been amazing.
He's been good, but I think for them, I think this series is going seven still. And the only reason why I say this because these two injuries, bro. Like while we did win tonight's game, for sure, I'm incredibly happy and grateful that we won last night's game. I also look at the fact that like now our primary secondary ball handler is gonna be like Jared McCain, and
I
I'm
think
scared.
like you think AJ's not playing?
I don't think it. Like
I think
I don't
AJ
think
play.
he's gonna play.
He'll play.
I'm
I
not
think
sure if he's
he's
gonna
I
play.
think he's gonna play, bro.
He'll play.
I, I don't know, bro.
How
I don't know,
effective
man.
he'll be, that's a question, but he'll play.
Bro, you was doubting that he was gonna play like this game, and I told you, bro,
Yeah.
wasn't nothing wrong with him. He's gonna play. It's just to
Some
me, he wasn't.
somebody said he risked injury for the scrap. Yep. That's exactly what he did, bro. He did, bro. I swear.
AJ
Yo,
Mitchell
I
never
don't know
get a
what
benefit of the doubt.
did they give him an official diagnosis? Is it like he just re-aggravated the same thing, whatever?
I
I
think they
think he
just
just messed up
had
his
him,
squad.
because he
I'll
wasn't
tell
They
you
playing.
never
what
gonna.
though, bro. I'll tell you what. We appreciate the ball handling, but aside from that, man, he don't give a shit, man. He in this series, he
No,
ain't
he
giving us.
does.
So in this series, he hasn't given us much, bro. Outside of that, I will say I appreciate the fact, and this is why I said the ball handling. He's not making a lot of negative plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing anything extraordinary, but it's not like he's coughing the ball up nonstop. It's
I
not
don't know,
like
man.
he's I saw somebody made this thing on Twitter, right? Where Castle, it's this graphic, right? Castle at the bottom, you got Wemby in the top left, you got Shea in the top right. And it's got Wemby, hey, pass me the ball. And got Castle with 8 assists on the bottom left. It's got Shea, well, I want the ball too in the top right. And it's got Castle with 9 turnovers. This
He
nigga
said, "I
AJ
got you
not
both."
playing like that, bro. And I give him credit for not playing like that. But
Well,
aside
let's be
from that, bro, like
honest.
it's been bad.
We
And
do
Jared
got some.
McCain is clearly outplayed. You said what?
We got some words from Mark directly on AJ. Clemente, I guess he asked a question. I ain't gonna play the video, but in the quote it says, "Mark Daigneault on AJ Mitchell. No update. I know what he's dealing with, but I'm not giving an update on it. It'll be a
Yeah,
listing tonight."
yeah. I'm not really mad about
Probably
that.
game time decision.
But
Real question is,
Mark
do y'all
never.
think J-Dub comes back next game? Do y'all think they
No.
continue to just manage it and
manage it.
As I said, game by game, like
I think they be capping with these updates, bro. I really do. I think they
are.
use it as chess pieces. Like, yeah, he's gonna play. He's day to day. He could. I think they use it as chess pieces. I'm calling bluff on a decent amount of stuff.
It is.
A-Dub
That's
comes back.
clear.
I think he should come back in the finals, or if it is a game 7 or something. But
Man,
I don't see this going 7.
bro, he would be showing off fits for the rest of the playoffs. I'm so serious. He's not playing.
And so,
Yeah, he's not gonna play, and it's okay. Like I understand, he tweaked his hamstrings like twice on both hamstrings. You know, like what at this point, man, like get healthy, so next season or this off season you can continue to train your body yourself and just come back next season and be Bron George. You know, so that's all I ask for him. I don't need him to come back and risk injury, even if it means that like we can lose. I just don't want him to risk it. Not anymore, man. Not now. And I understand he's competitive and stuff like that, but I'm cool off of that, bro. But AJ, yeah, I don't think he's gonna play, and I'm worried about that a little, especially if the Spurs decide not to double Shai anymore. It's gonna be like, yeah, like how are these other players gonna fare when there's a little bit more defensive attention on them?
I still
My
think
biggest
to
concern.
a certain degree, though, even if they don't double Shea, the screening, coming off screens, beating people to spot, I still think Shea naturally rotates defenses even without the double.
He does.
It just may be, a little bit more swing than normal instead of like a 1 pass, 2 pass, wide open 3. So
No, you're right. You're right. Shout out to the 27 people in chat, bro. Make sure y'all like up the stream. Also, real quickly, want to tell you guys just halfway through the stream, we are having we have a Discord link in the bio. Finally put the link in the bio of this video. Go check down. We talk basketball all day, every single day on this stream. So y'all go make sure y'all not basketball, basically everything. Make sure y'all hop in, man. Make sure y'all hop in. But y'all have anything else to say about this
next
Thunder
week,
game
bro,
before?
I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on here.
No, I just
I made some
Oh yeah, yo, put them on the screen. Yeah.
some Thunder championship shorts
I'm
that
hard. I ain't gonna lie.
they embody the championship. You feel me? It's pictures from the chip, very HD, very high quality. Yeah, these will be touching down in about a month, man. Y'all tap in with me.
Please, bro.
I'm hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. They hard as fuck, bro. I need myself a pair. You know, it's crazy. I was looking for shorts just like that while I've been shopping for clothes, basically, because I'm about to go to Florida, if y'all don't know. And I need some shorts like that. Like I need some shorts. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. So when you drop, bro, I need to be the first person to know, like exact minute. But anyways, right? Any last words before we talk a little bit about the East and get on out of here?
Talking about the East, bro. We not talking about that Oralist series, nigga. Nobody care about that series.
I just got a little question to ask, bro.
Nobody want to talk about no Crashaliers.
just a little question about them, bro. Also, shout out Caruso, bro. We did not talk about him at all because it feels like he's just
It's
a superstar
inevitable.
at this point. Yeah, it's inevitable, nigga. Shout out AC, bro.
It's
This
what we
nigga really
expect,
Thanos.
bro. That's what we
Is
expect,
AC
man.
Thanos?
He nice, man. He nice.
Y'all
He
saw
doing this
the
last year.
off the dribble corner 3.
Let me tell y'all what he doing. In the playoffs, open catch and shoot threes, 57%.
He been shooting 60.
57%.
He been shooting 60 in this series.
Smacking shit. In the regular season,
57?
57.
Even so,
In the regular
He shoot
season,
like
he
his
was
heart.
36 from the corners, 40% everywhere else. But in this postseason, bruh, that 57 is so clutch. And it's funny, I was having a conversation with a Spurs fan or Spurs supporter because, they don't really have fans. These niggas just support the Spurs when they team die. So, like, these Houston Rocket fans, oh, we died, now we got to go run over here. Miami Heat fans, oh, we died, now we got to run over here. Everybody scurrying to the next nigga. It's funny, aside from that, like, I had a conversation, and nigga was telling me, like, yo, they got to just, they can't abandon the game plan because these role players are role players, and eventually they're just going to have to miss shots. And it's like, in a normal basis, sure, but like not our guys. We don't have normal role players. we have role players who not only can make a shot, but can all dribble, pass. The ones who we're playing, majority of the minutes. And
Mhm.
it's like also it's one thing to be left open, like and have late contests, but still solid contests. It's a whole other thing to treat people the way the Clippers were treating Russell Westbrook last year. If you leave me butt naked out here and I'm just in the gym practicing, I'm gonna make most of these shots. I'm in the NBA. I'm not over there at the Rucker playing with them niggas. I'm not over there at the Rucker playing with. I'm not at LA Fitness, my nigga. I'm in the NBA. So this is what we do, man. And I'm so grateful for Mitch Johnson, man. Like I was worried about Mark being able to outcoach that nigga, bro. But I'm so grateful for that nigga, bro. Double agent Mitch, man. Double agent
Hey,
Mitch,
boy.
man. Let's clap it up for our guy, man. Special shit he's doing. Special performances, man. Keep
Hey,
leaving
Wes,
that open. Jay Will, Case and Wallace, Caruso. As matter of fact, add Jared McCain to the game plan. He shot 2 for 10 last game. Come on. What are we
hey,
doing, man?
hey, Wes, I said last night, Miss Johnson got Mark Dagenhall looking like Mike D'Antoni on offense, bro. This nigga's a goofball, bro. Hey,
Bro,
man.
that was killing me with the whole scheme shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And bro, like it's
Law of averages. Never forget law of averages.
it's for me, it's one thing if you're like, because I feel like low key that scheme isn't the worst scheme if you don't give A players layup line shots, and B if you can take away everything else. Like the Thunder, we give up a lot of good looks from three, basically. Like obviously we tightened up recently, but like most games we give up solid looks, right? And the thing about us is we take away everything else. We cover the glass. We are able to protect the rim at an elite level. We don't allow transition points. And it's just like, where else are you going to score if you're not making your 3-pointers? This is exactly what happens. Like I always point out I remember the Celtics game that we lost this season. That game, the Celtics were shooting 47% from three the first half, and they scored less. They scored on high volume, by the way, and they scored less than 50 points. You know how ridiculous that is? Like you got to take away everything else, and they're not doing that, and they can't because Wemby weak. We
I was
already
gonna say
saw
they
that
got big fella just sitting down there getting defensive three in the keys, not guarding nobody, getting his face fried off.
You talking about Luke Cornett?
Hey, no, I'm talking about Victor. How they said it, 2K? Wembanyama. That niggas letting niggas be wide open and not guard them on the 3-point line. I don't know what type of game plan that is.
Yeah, they calling that nigga wet banana.
No, seriously though, man, they're flawed. They're flawed, bro. They're flawed. Their scheme is flawed. But yeah, they
Keep
need to
running
figure
it.
out what to do. Figure out what to do with Luke Cornett too, man. Figure out what to do with that nigga because
That
he's
nigga
also
can't
a
play,
good
bro.
player. But yeah, that was basically it for the Thunder series. I just want to ask this quick question for you guys, real quickly, and then we can get on, but just real quickly about this Eastern Conference, bro. Who would y'all rather see in the finals? The
Nigga
Knicks.
Detroit, let's go ahead.
Cleveland for sure.
You wanna see Cleveland?
Cleveland for sure. Cleveland stands no chance against us. I think we beat the Knicks as well, but I would give them maybe like 5% chance to win. Cleveland legitimately has no shot.
Even
The
with
Knicks,
the
Knicks
Knicks and
have size, the
sourpuss.
Knicks can shoot, and the Knicks, despite us, having really great POA, they have, if not elite, I mean, just a smidgen under an elite creator, bro. And in terms of Jalen Brunson and what he can do operating from the perimeter and just getting to the spots on the court that he wants to, and getting the shots for himself that he wants to get. And then they also have two different ways they can play offensively. They can play through Brunson, but they also can play with Cat as the hub. Their role players are similar to our role players in terms of, if you need OG to scale up, he can scale up. If you need Mikal, he don't really scale up, but he's pretty consistent in the playoffs at doing what they ask him to do, etc. So things like that, man. Josh Hart, you need the dirty work. When you least expect it, you'll get a really, really good performance scoring the ball, etc. So I think the Knicks definitely pose a stiffer challenge. The Cavs are sorry, bro. We'll beat shit out them. Might be a 4 game.
Yeah, I
You
think
know what?
they definitely propose a tougher challenge, but I'm not gonna lie. I think all that cat hub stuff, I think it works out there in the East. But when you start trying to do that versus us, bro, there's gonna be we might have Cat looking like Stephon Castle out there with the turnovers if they try to run him as a hub versus us. I ain't gonna lie.
Brunson, a little nigga.
Yeah,
Cat soft.
it's
Obi, what's his name? OG,
OBE.
nothing. Josh Hart. Hey, open. See if you kill us with 6 threes. Good luck. You're losing by 40. Mitchell Robinson, get it at the line. Deuce McBride, I don't like your name. Jordan Clarkson.
And your braids weak.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson. Braids is cool. That one move that you did in pickup where you that was hard. But other than that, you sucked. Nothing on Landry Shamet. Mike Brown. You know.
Bald.
Yeah, that's about it. James Harden, lemon. We can cook him on defense. Donovan Mitchell, he's scared of Lou Dort. Evan Mobley, he ain't a man yet. Jared Allen, I don't like his afro. Sam Merrill, he's white. Max Struess, he's cool.
Like,
Dean Wade,
Why
eh.
you say that? He's
Dennis
white.
Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder. Yeah, nigga, good luck.
Ugly.
Keon Ellis, you gonna get Shea 6 free throw attempts. You being on the court, and yeah, that's you know.
I
So
know. I know.
let's
Keon Ellis.
let's gear
Low-key
up for
every.
Detroit.
yeah,
Detroit
we would
basketball.
have played the Cavs,
for,
bro. That was the most
for me, I'll
boring
say this.
games of all time, bro. I want to see New York. I want the shout out Russ. I know he was like, "Oh, we talking about the fans." Yes, nigga, we talking about the fans. I don't care. Their fans tearing stuff up game by game. It's gonna be pure cinema. I want to see it. I really do. I really
Bro.
do. With that being said, they're gonna catch belts though.
Bro, the battle of the orange and blue. You know how crazy that's gonna be, bro? Like that would be one of the most exciting playoff series ever, in my opinion. And you know what I like? Like this is one thing I asked for. I was like, I wish we just played big markets in the playoffs. And you play a team like the New York Knicks, more people are going to be forced to watch your team. And
Bro,
so,
past 2 games, we done had the most watched conference finals ever. So it's like,
yep,
that Knicks just gonna add to it.
that's what I love to see, honestly. And the Knicks, obviously, I think can beat the Cavs. It's no problem. Now me personally, I'd like the Cavs finals. I'd be fine with it because I'm Twig Big Nation. Uh, you know, us
I won't
seeing us
watch it.
beat
I
all the
won't
Twig
watch a
Bigs.
game.
I,
I won't watch a
Just call me when with the date of the parade.
you can't be
Yeah, I'm much
outside.
rather see a Knicks series. I can't lie, bro. The Cavs series, boy.
I'll watch the
Yeah.
Knicks. I'm not watching the Cavs, bro. I promise I ain't gonna say I promise I'm not. I'll
Bro.
watch the closeout game, but I'm not watching that series, bro.
Bro, Lou Dort is getting a max contract if we play the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm so serious, bro. He'd get a max because how badly he's gonna do Donovan Mitchell, people are gonna see
He
it
gonna
on national television.
he gonna
D-Mitch could
steal
be the
Coco
first superstar
Jones.
to. You said what?
Say he gonna steal Coco Jones.
No, somebody said in the chat, this killed me, bro. He said Donovan Mitchell said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm gonna marry Coco Jones after I get a championship. He's like, he's smart. Cause he know he's not gonna win shit. Smart man, bro. But that should kill me, dog. But for me, I'd rather see the Knicks. And the Knicks, they don't stand a chance against us either. That's a sweep. 5% chance, a little bit too much, but I understand why you said that. It's a sweep. But sweep in New York, like I would like to see a cinema game with Shea in the Garden. You can't tell me that.
Nah, it's gonna be us in 5. They're gonna win one of them game 3s or game 4s. The Knicks fans gonna be outside, with the side talk. Yeah, big New York, all of that, nigga. Whatever. Cool. See y'all in 5.
Bing bong. Yeah. I like it.
All right,
I like it.
so this is basically the podcast. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Like I said, thank my co-hosts, everything like that. Any last words before we head out, y'all?
Nah, man,
Uh,
like and subscribe. Join into the Discord. We talk hoops, anime, anything you can think of, man. Yeah, that's really,
movies.
yeah, movies, yeah,
We talk
whatever.
movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Subscribe. Share, man. Share, comment, anything to get us in the algorithm. Y'all
Mhm.
can also fuck with us on Twitter. Obviously, the guys do other things. I know Gobel streams on his own sometimes, makes videos. Really, really, really good content creator. I know
Thank you.
Dom, he's got everything going, man. He'll give you a verse, he'll give you some content, he'll give you some clothes. Might even put you down on some hoes, man. And the same for Jay, man. So um, I'm just grateful for the guys, man. I'm grateful for the guys.
Oh yeah, go stream West's new single, man, and tap into his old.
Please go stream it. Please go
Absolutely,
stream it.
bro. Down on the block at 20K streams on Spotify, man. Just keep running it up, bro. I got something special for y'all if we can touch 50. And Familiar Strangers out as well. So if you like tunes, you like good raps, you need people to look up to and aspire to be outside of gay vampires. I'm your guy, man.
Hey man. Well, thank y'all for hopping off. We'll see you. Peace. Thank you.